Oh, hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome back to Beacon Pines. We're going to left off of chapter 9 it was, where the festival's now beginning, so a lot of probably bad things probably are going to happen. I was questioning whether or not I'd use my model on this, but since I've already played a lot of the game just without wanting anything visually like either my face or the Sergal model, quote-unquote VTuber model, that I'd play it, just without anything in the way, just complete immersion, vocal only. That's at least what I was going for, just so everyone knows. But, yeah, we're getting left off of, leaving the sink and fridge open. I don't think there's anything here, though. I think just basically they want us to leave? I can't remember if I checked out here. Yeah, probably nothing. Alright, well, there we go. Now we can leave. I really wouldn't think anything would be up here, but I'll check anyways. Oh. Ah, the whole gang. Where have you been? Graham put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret message for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho. Sly devil. Ooh. So slime. Okay. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything on. Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. No, everyone's here. Yeah, I want to see what's up with the sign.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Ahem. Is this thing... Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine, so I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Yeah, right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Oh, not the big tent revivals. Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it out for our mayor. What a great turnout. Heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Yeah, he's not prepared. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Oh, God. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity, and it represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of the place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Oh, God. Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip.
Jeez.
The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made the perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community, and Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Like it's a politician. We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together, and that is what change is about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. Was he saying that change is inevitable, but it's also a choice? I don't know. Sounds like he's forcing change too. I'm tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. What was
The
that?
crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim,
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits! Well, I was expecting that to happen, but
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think dying is ever part of an evil person's plan.
On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
I mean, I'm gonna assume everyone basically dies instantly, rather than, you're frozen, you can see things, but then you get hypothermia and just die mildly slowly, and frostbite and all that. I'd presume it's just, basically instantaneous deaths. I mean, symbolically, from an observer, maybe it would look that way, but if you're supposed to be some evil person with goals, and you have many plans you want to get done, then that'd be kind of mostly instant regret if they even had the comprehension to be able to do that quickly. Because, I don't know, evil people usually never want to give up power. That's usually how it works, But, I was expecting him more to give out, subtle clues that he's involved in this ice attack kind of thing.
The end.
Except he got caught up in it. So I'm guessing if he is involved, it's just him meddling with things that's beyond his control, maybe.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything!
I mean, what do you mean when you think it's getting close? It's not like we even solved the ice. It's going to happen at the exact same time, Miss Narrator. That makes no sense to presume it just won't happen. It'll happen on the fly on the time of the festival.
Maybe we should just quit?
No.
Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again!
This is weirdly overdramatic, Jesus Christ.
No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again.
I'm sure it's probably the same time.
Please.
Weird begging. Let's see, though. Okay, we got Sly for that one. We were going this pathway, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah. So we could just do Sly. We're doing hard at first. And then chill. And then he broke free. It would be really annoying if that dude in the glasses was like the main villain somehow. But okay, fine. We're interrogating him. They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop. Let's see what we can
run the
learn.
classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
What more info can we pull from this dude?
Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Oh, Beck's
With a
doing
few
it.
crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Modwill girl. Please call me Beck. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here.
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Grand. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand, we never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to...
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Like a goddamn fiddle! You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Oh, good. There's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day, I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in Perennial Harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What? The adults are damn LARPing! Oh my god. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I mean, probably a password for in their Perennial Harvest building. Who knows how, Umbrella Corporation sophisticated it is on the inside and electronically everything electronically coded. Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control, but... Is destroying the damn source what's causing the stupid fucking ice? So it's the stupid damn adults that are maybe causing the ice to happen every single time? So it's Garan constantly blowing up being like, haha, we built the source, we're totally gonna own Perennial, and then they just kill everyone? I'm confused. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Well, at least that's a good thing about this story and this game. You can't really know what direction it's going. There's so many I could think of. I'd presume, obviously, the Perennial Harvest dude, Kerr, is evil. But, that could just be what they want me to think, and he's just... But because he did lie, it's like a Scooby-Doo mystery. The one who's, the most suspicious is never usually the culprit in Scooby-Doo. It's always the innocent person that helped early in, that you'll probably just forget about. It'll be like everyone that's evil will be like, oh my god, this guy's a thief and a murderer. Oh, but he's not the person in this case. It's actually the police chief who's disgruntled because he didn't get a pay raise. Why did you do it? I mean, never mind, I just explained why. But you know what I mean. It's always the Scooby-Doo mysteries. That's how it usually was. But, okay. We got a decent amount of information. Whatever the source is, if it's the cause of the ice, I'm curious. Don't know what direction the story's going. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Yep. The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meeting. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered, could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's nude rug store. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Nuncreed's drugstore. Damn that. We just had to go to the shop with the dummy thick maid. What are you doing here? You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Adults are all suspicious, man. And we still haven't seen... wait. I could have posed there. What's going on? Oh well. I'll see if maybe we can use a new... Oh. Let's see if maybe Sly is one of them. And it isn't.
Luca Gentford.
Goodbye. Because I really wouldn't think there'd be anything in the treehouse. I can't go to that intercom there. What are they up to? You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. What do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think...
Gus looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with the town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Harris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this is inevitably all goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Harris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of the future, or be forgotten in the past? That's like political brainwashing! God damn it. Alright, here I said Augustus might be good just because he doesn't seem fit for the job, but now his incompetence is making him being persuaded by Kerr, who's still probably more likely evil than not. Father named you Augustus, but you'll always be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. That isn't the direction to your house. Well, anyways, I'm going to search around a little bit while this person still reads Twilight. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. Gotta see if I... Oh, never mind.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore,
I was about to see if there's anything behind him, but alright.
holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Oh, black licorice. The worst kind. Hey, Solomon, you have bad taste in licorice. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
He's still just a kid. Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. They might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. I guess. I like sour gums. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Jeez. There has to be something else in the bag. That seems too... It seems too smart. Like a bag full of licorice and totally not anything else within the bag. That's too much licorice. I'd say that kid's just good at acting, if anything. That's my belief. He's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. What's in here? Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed. Is it an elevator that goes down like a Bond movie?
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why'd there be a blinky keypad? Kren's nude rug store! I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door, and they all squeezed in.
Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside
a trap
of the phone
door?
booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh. It is the Umbrella Secret Laboratory.
And smelled vaguely of chlorine.
Chlorine. I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth. Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hankatomic issue 12 were real? Rollo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hankatomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. I mean, he's not wrong, but it depends on how long ago he thought that thought, let's be honest. Because otherwise, I mean, that'd be what you had to do to think about every variable on the fly, or a little bit, you know, it has to still be in short-term or long-term memory, where it's like not on the tip of your tongue, and it's something you thought about being a possibility that could happen in real time, or happen around you, rather than just, wow, imagine if Star Trek teleportation was real, because then, you know, everyone's thought that, and that doesn't take anything. But it's about thinking about how realistic it would be around you at a specific time, in a specific spot, yada yada. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Different locations. Mining operations, Alpha. You guys have mines here. Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer, and a series of tubes. Pa always says you can always trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. What is gold supposed to be, what the source is, maybe? Perennial Harvest main office. Wait, Perennial's connected to it. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. I mean, she got hired to come here to work somewhere, man, and work on something. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? It's starting to feel like something big. You can't touch the buttons, at least. Oh, this suit has a broken mask. It's the one we clobbered with a brick. So have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like Nuncreed and talks like Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Oh wait, so we didn't get dropped, it was just an elevator, a quick elevator by the handlebars here? That's a lot of buttons. Please don't launch a nuke. Stand aside, Earthlings. I have read enough Hankatomic to know my way around sci-fi stuff.
Over the field of blinking buttons.
High-tech? Eeny, meeny, miny. Is that sucking or blowing? Rolla, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet? Someone coming? What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Shit. Awesome. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets, I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
Are like all the adults like eco-terrorists? Oh man, it's questionable. sound just like him. Who? Welt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know your father and I were friends back
He
before.
gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this, that's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luke, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people, but the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into a villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I try to keep you safe. I try to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper! Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival. Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today, and honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in the town square. The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source? The heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. God damn, it was grand the whole time. You'll need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from the town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. I'm amazed you can actually get sucked into a tube by sheer force. That did not go how I expected. And Nuncreed is actually a good guy. Even though he's a weird creep. We're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Boom. You good? Yep. I love this town. Grand, like seriously.
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along.
No way, it reminds me of like the Futurama tubes, except it's like, how do you turn off the brakes when you're floating in a tube?
She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
Why does this...
Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Wait. Did the ice bomb already go off? That's chapter 8, though. It shouldn't have happened until chapter 9. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got any of us. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow up something out of here? One way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Huh. It's either a new area. How far would they have to travel for it to turn into winter, though? Wait. Like, where is this? This isn't the lake, is it? It's weird. This place has nothing here? It looks like there should be something here. Interesting. It looks like we aren't getting back that way. We can't go this way? Alright. Interesting. But we're gonna have to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed and look forward to the next episode. If you've been enjoying, hey, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a Fluff Scarper, hit the notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.